What's up guys, I'm Nicksick here at Xtreme Couture Mixed Martial Arts. I'm gonna give you a tour of the gym, show you everything from 2006 all the way to today. All right guys, this is the front desk area at Xtreme Couture. This is actually our original area, so nothing's really changed up here. On the wall over here, we have the coaching staff, our check-in system and everything else. These are actually quite old now, but some of the old fighters that we had in the gym and some of their wins. Over here on the wall is Francis's win versus Cyril Gane. And then, yeah, we'll cruise you over to the pro shop, check everything out over here. So this pro shop was actually kind of a coach's fighter lounge. We started off with that. We had an Xbox and a couch in here. Then it turned into like a daycare. So where if you need something, if you're out of town, you can come and buy, or if you're a member here, we have everything you need. So this is the pro shop. Head you guys upstairs so you can check out the old bat cave. So some of the OG posters on the wall here. We got Shamrock Baroni. Out here, this is when Kimbo was training at the gym. This is Randy versus Gabe Gonzaga. This is his shorts that he fought in. Man, that was one of the most amazing fights I remember out of Randy. Randy went in there and tore him up. I think he ended up TKOing him in round 4, if I remember correctly. Crazy thing about this fight was Gabe Gonzaga broke Randy's forearm, one of the first kicks. Broke his forearm, and then Randy, being the guy that he is, the competitor that he is, weathered through it and was able to get the finish. This is a funny story. Gabe Gonzaga ended up training with us after this, came to the gym and started training with us. And anybody that sees Gabe or ever grapple with Gabe or roll with Gabe, this dude is an absolute monster. So it made me realize how freaking good Randy Couture was. I was like, dude, Gabe's a monster. This is our little private mat area. I guess you could say we had Randy, in the beginning, this is where Randy did a lot of his work because it was away from the gym. People up here, you're able to control who came up and down. It wasn't like fans and looky-loos seeing what we're doing. So Randy did a lot of his stuff up here for camps. Neil Melanson would have him up here. There'd be a lot of work we get in now. We do a couple wrestling practices up here throughout the week, but it's got that, I mean, you can smell it. It's got that old wrestling room smell and vibe. I think these mats are still the same since we've opened. We got holes in the wall, you know, guys getting ran through the drywall and everything else. So take you guys downstairs. All right guys, so this is our original building. This was opened in 2006. The gym officially opened in February 2007, but Randy had this space for his Tim Sylvia camp. When you walked into the gym, all they had was an octagon over here in this corner and a little bit of mat space over here. That was really it. Bare floors, nothing else. It was cold. It was like middle of December, and I don't think there was even heat in here. These guys had like one of those big space heaters pumping out, the garage door open so it can let the carbon monoxide out. And yeah, just a bunch of crazy dudes in here training. That's when I actually stumbled across this gym. I came in and before it was open and asked about, you know, how do I sign up, how do I join? And then Mike Pyle was the first one to greet me. And Mike Pyle said, hey, we're gonna be training at these times if you wanna come in. So I started coming in before the gym actually opened. Got the living crap kicked out of me for God knows how long. But really it was a rite of passage, you know. Looking back at it now, I understand this is the whole, you know, the whole ethos of Xtreme Couture was you had to earn your way in. And I'm very grateful for having those guys early on, and you know, that's what essentially got me into this sport. This over here is, this is mat 1. This was our original mat area when we opened, but this side we kind of delegated to more of the striking classes. Obviously you see all the heavy bags hung up on this side, and you'll see most of the striking classes that will go on will take part on this side of Xtreme Couture now. You know, the mystique of Xtreme Couture was you're a regular member, you're a regular person, a 9 to 5er, but you're gonna be able to train side by side with some of these professionals, these guys that are doing this for a living. The cool part about it was like, you know, John Alessio was your coach, Gray Maynard was your coach, you know, Martin Campbell was coaching classes. So the trade out for the pro team was, if you're going to train here, you had to coach a certain amount of classes. If you're not going to coach a certain amount of classes, then here was your gym dude. So it actually was a great system, and I think it brought a lot of people into Xtreme Couture, especially myself. You know, I was early on was taught by Mike Pyle and then Jay Haran and Dennis Davis. So I had some of the best coaching in the world and guys at the highest level when I walked in here at Xtreme. Now over here, one of my favorite things, this was the original OG mat on the wall, is Jay Haran versus Jonathan Goulet, UFC Fight Night #2. This is 2005. And you can kind of see now, but back, you know, almost 20 years ago, all that red up there was bright red. That was Jay's blood. He got cut by Jonathan Goulet, TKO'd. So anybody that knows Jay, anytime Jay gets upset about something, Jay will make sure to let you know that his blood is on that mat. He laid tile in this bitch. He'll let you know everything, but his heart and soul is right there on the wall. So we're gonna take you over to mat 2. I'll show you guys the other side, and then kind of the transition between when we grew to from 12,000 square foot to 24,000 square foot. So over here is mat 2. This is probably in 2010, maybe 2011. The building next door became open and Randy decided to purchase it. We tore a big old hole in the wall, broke everything down, and then now we're able to expand over and really we needed this extra space. It got to the point where it was important for us to have 2 separate mat spaces because we were busting out of the seams. This side over here is where now we run most of our pro practices and all of our grappling practices. The contrast, the difference between mat 1 and mat 2 is obviously you're gonna see the heavy bags on this side, none on this side. So we're able to take full advantage of all the wall space here so we can grapple. A lot of wall work and a lot of wrestling and jiu-jitsu on this side. And we'll run sparring and pro practice over here as well. So here was our original cage right here. This is the 30-footer. I'll show you guys a little thing that I put up a while back. Cage has a name, and it is human resources. So we always laugh if you know, if you have a problem with somebody in this room, take it to human resources. That's our original cage right here. That's the 30-footer. And this one would be the size of the Apex. It's about a 24, 25-foot cage. So big difference in sizing, which is very important now because of what we've seen with the cards of the Apex. Apex, we were fortunate enough to have this cage, and it really helped us understanding distance and timing with the smaller cage versus the full size. This gym is certainly catered to the member. That's who pays the bills. That's who, you know, butters the bread. So we take great pride in our memberships here, and you know, we have a lot that I can think of that were regular members that turned into professional fighters or professional coaches like myself. I never stepped into Xtreme Couture assuming I was going to be a pro fighter, and furthermore, never assuming I was going to be a MMA coach. But there's something about this gym and what happens inside these walls that build character, build men, turn people into, you know, I think just better individuals, and that's what has always kept me here at Xtreme, and, well, why I love this place so much.
Xtreme, 1, 2, 3, Xtreme!